Okay, the first question is, I'm an alumna now. You can't tell me anything. Getting a master's in the fall was not gonna be best for me. I try to be very intentional with my days and how I spend it. I work so hard. Are you ready for homecoming? Absolutely. Oh my gosh, hey y'all, my Shaylas. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back, Clark. It's like midnight right now and I was like, I'm gonna film this video. I was gonna do it tomorrow, but I was like, I'm in the mood to do it right now, and when you want to do something right now, you do it right then and there. Anyways, y'all, I'm very comfortable. I'm in my bed. I don't ever make videos in my bed, but hey, we comfy and cozy over here. As y'all can tell by the title of today's video, we're gonna be sitting down, chit-chatting, talking, getting real. Today I'm going to be talking about my post-grad life update, life after college. It's so full circle, y'all. I made my first video on this channel when I was in school, like dorm shopping and stuff like that, and it did so good. I actually can't believe it. The amount of people that came up to me at school and told me that they've watched my videos, watched a video. The people that have told me that they came to Xavier because of my channel, like that stuff really, like, it really sits in. I don't even know, like, it just makes me feel very, very good. And to know that, like, I have a bachelor's, like, oh, I'm sorry, what was that? Oh, I'm sorry, what was that? Do you have a degree? What is that? My hard work, my dedication, my time. Thank you so much. Thank you. We is degreed. Thank you. Before I even dive into the video, I just want to say that this right here, this degree, it means so much more than just a plaque, piece of paper. I'm not even gonna go on a whole rant, but y'all, I work so hard. Xavier college itself is not easy. Getting a bachelor's, 4 years, that ain't easy. That's far from easy. It's such a huge accomplishment that a lot of people overlook. I just want y'all to know, don't ever overlook that degree, baby, because it's more than a piece of paper. It is your hard work, it is your dedication, it is your time, it is your energy. Anyways, enough with that. We're gonna go ahead and get started with the post-grad talk. I asked my Instagram to give me questions or topics related to post-grad life and stuff like that. So I'm gonna try and answer all of them because they some real good questions. Yeah, I got a lot of questions. So I'm gonna answer all of them. Some of them are like in the same category. So if they are, then I'm gonna just answer the same thing. I don't know where to start. Oh my gosh, like I love all the questions. I guess I'm gonna start with maybe some easy questions first. Some like tiptoers, kiddie pool questions before I get to 12 feet. Okay, the first question is, how does it feel knowing you won't be returning in the fall? Y'all, this question actually brings me a lot of emotions. Of course, I'm happy just because like school itself, the workload, I took so many hours during senior year, like it was actually a lot. So just knowing that I don't have to go through that and then work on top of that is a blessing, but it's really emotional. Not going back to school, like not moving into your apartment, welcome week, like not seeing your friends, like all the parties, like the back to school part, like all of that is sad. The community part itself, like not going back to that is sad. And me personally, I found myself at Xavier. I made a life for myself. Xavier has a special place in my heart. Not returning back to that after 4 years is like really weird. Like that's the best way that I can explain it. It's weird, it's sad, like it's a lot. How do I feel? I don't know. Like this is the first time in forever that I'm not going back to school, like in August. And if I'm being real, I haven't even adjusted yet, knowing that I'm not gonna be a student in the fall and knowing that I'm gonna miss out on the community that I really longed for is sad. It's very sad actually. And of course, you know, it's a part of reality. Like you have to grow up, you have to graduate college, you have to start your life. But it's like, it literally came like that. Like it's so crazy. I know it's some freshmen right now, some sophomores that's like, dang, I got a long way to go. No, you really don't. Okay, another question is, what do you do in your free time? A lot of y'all don't know this, but I had an internship during college from like the end of sophomore year up until senior year, and I still have it now. So my internship, it was, of course, it was like in person. It was more like a hybrid kind of internship, but I also had the opportunity to work remotely. So now that I'm back in Atlanta, like for real, I'm working remotely with that same company. So I do that, you know, in the morning. But since I'm not forced to like go to the office every day, I do have more time, you know, to go to the gym. I have time to make some more YouTube videos. I have time to, you know, really strengthen my faith with God. I have time to do other hobbies that was really difficult to do when I was in school. Like I didn't really have time. So just like finding my way back into things that I like, traveling, like puzzles, Sudoku, if y'all know what that is, that's my girl. Really just enjoying like different hobbies and also just resting. It's okay to not be doing anything. Like I have days where I'm in the house, like after work, I just sit in the house and I'll read a book or I'll watch a travel vlog. Like I'm really enjoying my rest, because let me tell you, senior year took me out mentally. Like it was so much. So I'm really enjoying my time resting. I'm just really enjoying that space before I really do start a full-time job and I'm at it every single day from 8 to 5 every day. I'm gonna be exhausted. But honestly, working remotely was the perfect transition into my summer after graduation, because I'm still working a job, but it's not strenuous. It's not requiring me to go in the office every day. So I think that's the perfect transition versus like not working at all, because baby, I'm a little high maintenance. So that kind of dove into like the next question, which was hobbies. So of course, I love to read. If it's a good drama series, like I love me a good drama book. I love to read. I love to do puzzles. I love to cook. I love to bake. I love to journal, like my daily thoughts. I love to journal. Anything content related, taking pictures, making a YouTube video, like anything content related, like I really like. So yeah, those are just some of my hobbies and stuff. Okay, next question is post-grad plans. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I don't like sharing everything that I have planned in my life. I learned that the hard way, like just sharing every little detail and you haven't done it yet, like that could really jeopardize your plans. Like of course I have a lot of people who support me, like friends and family, but when it comes to the internet, you never want to tell everybody your every move, your every plan. I'm a type, I'm gonna accomplish it and then I'm gonna post about it, or I'm gonna accomplish it and then share it. I don't like really sharing everything. As of right now, I am not going back to school in the fall. Like a lot of people do their master's right after school. I'm very strong on prioritizing my health. Like in college, I changed my major. I took so many credits. I was working a job. Like I was really trying to balance a lot of stuff. Senior year was so fun, but it was so exhausting for me. I knew spring semester, getting a master's in the fall was not gonna be best for me. Like in my health, I just know a break is what I believe in. I do believe in not taking too long of a break, because then like if you do want to return back to your studies, it's really hard getting back into the groove of things. But a mental break for a few months, a year or two is so important to me. So I will be taking probably 2 to 3 years away from academics, from assignments due at this time, from going to class, just from all that strain. I will not be doing right now. I'm really focused on my career, getting the apartment of my dreams, and just trying to transition into like the world. Those are my plans. Eventually I do want to go back and get my master's. I want to do it somewhere here. But yeah, when that time comes, I will be happy to share that. But as of right now, I am focused on my big girl job and just being happy and being content in my space and not doing what everybody else is doing. Okay, next question is, what will you miss most about Xavier? So I was kind of touching up on this earlier. I think for me, the most thing that I will miss is the community. Like that was my home. That was a place that I called home for 9 months out of the year. I grew a lot at Xavier. I had my challenges. I had my wins, my losses. I met my best friends there. People that I know that are gonna be in my life forever. And it's just like a bittersweet moment. So I'm definitely gonna miss the community. Like even when I was having a bad day, I would go to an event after school and I would be just, my whole day would turn around. And just like seeing people who bring the same energy as you, that's what I'm gonna miss. Like when I start my corporate job, I'm gonna meet a lot of unhappy people. Next question is, what is your daily routine like now? I am a morning person. I get up early every day just by default, and I think that's because of college. I tend to wake up at like 7 or 8 every morning by default. Honestly, post-grad, I've been trying to be very intentional with my time. When I stop interning and I transition into a full-time job, I'm not gonna have all this time that I have now. So I've been really intentional about my days. Like even though like I have a lot of time, I've been trying to fill that and not just be at home just sitting around. I've been trying to get up and do my devotionals, just getting up and not getting on my phone. Instagram should not be the first thing that I open. I've been trying to be intentional with just praying and reading my Bible. And like I was saying earlier, I intern in the morning. I can really intern whenever I want, but I just feel like I'm the most productive in the morning. I try to work out 5 times a week, so I do that after I intern. And then really the rest of the day is up to me. Like sometimes I watch TV, sometimes I go outside. Like it just depends on what I'm feeling, but I try to be very intentional with my days and how I spend it. Okay, this is a good question. It says, what has this first summer post-grad looked like? Finding a job, gap year, continuing school. This has been honestly like one of the best summers I've ever had. I went on a grad trip. I went to Italy and Greece with my friends and my family. I went to Miami with my friends the other week, and I've just gotten to like see my other friends that I haven't been seeing in so long. Love Island was on this summer. I read 2 books. So it was just, this summer has been so relaxing because I'm not on 10 and I'm not having to go back to school in the fall. I mean, as far as finding a job, I already answered that in the previous question. And then I also talked about, you know, taking some time off from school. Another question is, are you ready for homecoming? Absolutely. Homecoming is on my mind like a ticking clock. Like homecoming, 10, 100 years, homecoming, alumna, like it's on my mind like clockwork because I miss Xavier so much. I am so ready for homecoming. I'm an alumna now. You can't tell me anything. Homecoming as alumna, that's gonna be so different, but I think it's gonna be so fun. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm definitely gonna vlog like how I did for the past 2 homecomings. So my next question is, give us the real tea on being an adult in the real world. Okay, I honestly don't consider myself in the real world yet until I get my own place. I start paying real bills, you know what I'm saying? Like right now it's just like small bills, but like when I start paying the big girl bills, when I'm like on my own, that's when I can really answer this question. As of right now, I'm kind of like, it's like a weird space. Like you're not in school, but you're not like 26 yet. Like you're still young, still trying to figure things out. So the real tea is that it's a weird space for me, and it's kind of like emotional, and yeah, I call it a weird space for sure. But it's also a good space. Like I feel like people take you seriously now, especially like adults. They know you're not a baby anymore. So okay, the next question is friendships and love life. Like I said, I met my best friend in college, and prior to college I already had good friends at Woodward. That was my high school, if y'all don't know. And then I have like my childhood best friend, shout out Nia if you're watching this. So I already had some really good friends. But in college, I really just met these nice group of women. Clock it, thank you. And it's just important to surround yourself by like-minded people, especially like when you're in a new space. I moved out of the state. Just moving out of the state by yourself, it's nerve-wracking. And like I always prayed for those college besties, and God answered my prayers. So I love my friends, and we're gonna be friends forever, okay? As far as my love life, I'm currently not in a relationship, and sometimes I get kind of sad about it. Not sad, but you know, like emotional, because I'm getting older, and that's something that I do cherish. Like I love love. I grew up in a home surrounded by love. I grew up around aunts and uncles surrounded by love. Like all of my family like married for so many years. Just growing up around that, you know, you want that for yourself. Like you want your family to see you happy and stuff like that. I have to remember that God has already wrote my story. He already knows who my husband is, and he already knows how that's gonna unfold. Oftentimes when I do get sad about it, I just remember that I am surrounded by love in so many other ways. I have a loving family, I have loving friends. I am loved, even though sometimes it feels like I don't have what other people have. Comparison is the thief of joy, and I know that one day I am going to find my person that aligns with my goals, and I try not to get too sad about it. But I know one day I'm going to get what I deserve, and I'm gonna find someone that aligns with me. And yeah. Okay, next topic is job, social life, new hobbies, and current goals. So I'm gonna touch on, I guess, the social life and current goals, since I did touch on like jobs and stuff. As far as my social life, it is different just because like I'm not on campus anymore and I'm not surrounded by that community, you know. I'm back in Atlanta, I'm back at home, so it is kind of quiet. Of course, I still talk to my friends like all the time, and I check up on people and stuff, but just not being in school, like not going to campus every day and seeing people, it's kind of sad, y'all, because I'm very extroverted, I'm very social, so that was like a big part of my experience in college. So I don't want to get sad, but I am missing that. As far as my current goals, definitely focus on my full-time YouTube, my faith. What's the hardest part about entering the workforce post-grad? I can't lie, it has been pretty challenging. Thank God for my internship, because I have something like under my belt right now. But the hardest part about it is the waiting game. You apply to so many jobs, you talk to so many people, you do all these interviews, and you may not even get a yes. And just waiting on a response and just having to follow up with people. Like, it's like you're chasing something. And hey, I respect the hustle, but it's just like sometimes the waiting game is like really challenging because you don't know what they're looking at, you don't know what the companies are saying about you. So it's like a waiting game, honestly. And I think that's been my hardest part, because I know that something is out there. It's just the waiting and the being patient is like honestly the hardest part about entering the workforce, I would say. And then the follow-up question was, what does your post-grad career life look like? What are your next steps? My dream job is to be a news anchor. Like, I want to be on CNN, I want to be on Fox, like with a nice outfit. So that's like my dream job. It always has been. But up until then, I don't know, I want to be like a corporate baddie for a while. But as of right now, I'm 2 months out of school. Like, I'm fresh post-grad. So of course, the goal right now is just to get an entry-level job, something in corporate, something that's gonna build my resume up, just continue on building that experience. That's my goal right now. Okay, I think this is the last question, because a lot of the questions were like the same thing, just in different like words. Last one is like mental health in the real world. This is a good topic. Like I was saying earlier, that is all that I care about, is my mental health. Whether that's towards people, towards a job, anything, I will put myself first. I will put my peace first, because if I don't, nobody will. And I know what's best for myself. That's why I didn't jump into a master's program right away, because I know that was gonna cause so much strain on my brain, on my heart. So in the real world, you have to protect yourself. Mama and your daddy aren't gonna hold your hand everywhere. Protect your peace at all costs, and you know what's best for yourself. So don't be out here pleasing people and trying to do what everybody else is doing. You gotta do what's best for you. My camera is dying. Perfect timing, because I'm done with all the questions. But thank you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if y'all want a part 2 to the post-grad life. I'll definitely be doing an updated one in like the next 6 to 9 months, because I am fresh out. I am 2 months in, so I know like 9 months from now I'll have more updates. But I really enjoyed this, and I tried to be as transparent as possible. But yeah, I'll see y'all in my next one. Bye.